Hey, brothers and sisters in Christ, check this out. We don't always know who the devil is. As Billy Graham or David Wilkerson once said, if he had horns on his head and pitchfork in one hand and basically said, I'm here to take your soul to hell, do this or do that, you'd likely say no. But that's not the way he works, because he knows you don't really want to go to hell. It would have to be a blind thing. You would have to have been deceived to go to hell. Okay, so he's got minions everywhere. And a couple months ago, I was applying for loans and getting some loans and the point was to get a chunk of money together at one time to get into a new vehicle, because I can afford the monthlies, I just can't afford the down payment. And the little crunch that I was in, all was good, but then I had a thought, because I needed more money for the full coverage insurance on the deal. And I was like, oh my land. So I was like, wow, let me hit up. And I applied with a place called Ziploids. Let me pre-warn you, they are a sham, a scam, a front for a very bad outcome. And the Middle Eastern, or not even, they were Hindu people that were there. And this is why I often say, and I acknowledged about the Hindu people being the serpent race, because there's a characteristical nature about them that follows them. They are quick to talk, to lie, deceive you, and they bully you on the phone into doing this or that, giving them your social security number, birthday, your bank information. They're real good, and they're fast. They're professional at being these thieves. And they're the master of that craft. And if you're not on point or paying attention, or you let your guard down, as I did, because I assumed that Zipp Loans was a reputable company. But what they did was, the lady called me when I was getting off work, and I was like, look, I just can't deal with it right now. I'm getting off work, and then I have to drive, and that's an hour and 45 minutes, and it's going to be traffic, so it'll probably be 2 hours. And she's like, yeah, I'm getting off work. Here, take this number. This is the number I'll be calling you back from. I'm not paying no mind. Oh, okay. And she's like, if you see any or get any alerts on your phone about your account, don't worry about it. It's just us. And I was like, well, that's kind of a weird thing to say, especially when I've already gotten loans before. I've never heard anything like that before, right? Oh, here we go. And so, next thing you know, my phone's doing stupid stuff. I was getting alerts for merchant refunds, and this is like 9 o'clock at night. And I was like, I don't file merchant refunds. What in the world is that? So I called the bank after hours, tech support, security is what I call it. And I was like, hey, there's something crazy going on with my bank account. I'm in bed and started getting these notices about merchant refunds. This later that evening. I think I got a phone call again from the people, but I didn't answer it. Because the phone kept ringing. So the next day, crack of dawn, there they go. They're calling me again. And they're telling me, well, go to our account. No, just go to your account. That's the lady talking. And she's like, yeah, it's right there. What? Like she was right here watching me with my phone. And I was like, that's really weird. What's going on here? It's like too much of a. It was like coming to a traffic jam at an intersection. You're like, hey, what do I do? It's very discombobulating. And so, um, finally, I was like, hey, lady, I don't trust you. You're being deceptive and misleading. And I said, it's causing all these troubles with my bank account and merchant refunds. I don't need no merchant refunds. What the world's that about? And she tried to say, yeah, when we go through, we blah, 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 and check your transactions and make sure that or solid or whatever garbage she spewed out. And before we released the loan, I'm like, you told me 10 hours, 12 hours ago you release a loan in 10 minutes. It'll be in my account. Then he called me like several other times and asked if it was there yet. And I'm like, no. And then, anyways, so I called them back from my phone just to the ziploids online number. And I ended up getting hooked up with one person. They tried to get on. I was like, no, I've been through this. I just need to speak to a manager. So they hooked me up with somebody, and I spoke to them. I was like, look, this is what's going on. Some lady named Teresa, blah, blah, blah. And they're in my bank account. They're this, they're that. They're doing merchant refunds. And they said, sir, we put money in your bank account and you took the money out. No, I took the merchant money that you stole or had refunded back to my account out so that you guys couldn't steal it while I was sleeping. So I had to get out of bed and run to the store, ATM, and pull my money out. And just because that's what they had pulled off from the merchants, and I was nervous that there was something shady going on, and I just got off the phone with the tech service. So I ran, pulled the money off, called them, and had them destroy the card and lock the card down. Well, then, these people are trying to tell me, yeah, you changed your password, your everything. How did you know all this to my account? You know what I'm saying? They got in there and they got everything. My phone, they were controlling my phone at the same time. They were downloading an app called Asperius or something like that. It was control management, device control management technologies or something like that to control my phone and change my passwords. They were doing everything. They were moving quick. So, anyways, I ended up speaking to this other guy. Calls me Khabib, Jabbar, some name like that, and he started threatening me. And I said, "Well, I'll leave the light on, Buttercup." And he said, "Yeah, you owe us that money. We want it now. Coming to get it." Blah blah blah. So, well, I'm from West Virginia. You do that, and I ended up calling the police. But I just got off of the phone with my insurance company because these clowns got a refund on my insurance company, or they did a merchant refund or whatever, and canceled it. My insurance was not $53.33 for the month, but that's what this company ended up getting only towards my bill. And so I'm telling this lady from the insurance company, hey, this is crazy. This all went down like this. I said, because this is around the same time my bank account got hacked and my phone got hacked by a Zipp loan company online. And she's like, wow, really? I said, yeah. She's like, you're not going to believe this, but I've heard this exact similar story back about 3 months ago from another gentleman. And it turned his world upside down and messed up all his. They robbed him blind, got him real good. I'm just a little somebody, but evidently they got him real bad. And so you all need to be very careful if you're attempting to get loans online. A lot of these places, if they get you on an order board spinning where they're sending you the same thing and you're still filling it out and applying, and it's like, oh no, don't do it. Stop. Block, unsubscribe, move on. Speedy Cash has a generic online app, and ziploids is a generic. What I mean by that is they're not backed by the government. Okay, they have no governmental certified, verified credentials. Look for the factors that'll show that, but be very careful. They do not. They're also will be sending you deals about PayPal that you need to apply your PayPal account so that they can send the money to your PayPal account, but then they end up hacking your PayPal. That happened too. So nonetheless, be very careful. Do not trust Zipp loans. Do not even go through them. Do not go through the Speedy Cash online. The real Speedy Cash that's in your neighborhood is a red sign for their advertisement, but online I think it's blue or gray. Don't trust it. It's not them. I was going to make a payment to my already had previous Speedy Cash loans. And no, don't do it. It's not them. I just had that out with them last week. I was like, they're like, yeah, we know. Oh my gosh, and they're foreigners. Okay, so don't take it personal, but the facts are the proof is in the pudding. That these people are everywhere like parasites, like cockroaches, infested all of these good ideas or these good systems, and they've made a double, which is a duplicate carbon copy of the original, just to blind you and rob you. So, guys, protect yourselves and be careful.